y'all. I am getting ready. I have to force myself to get up and just start the live so that I have no excuse. Sometimes you just have to push yourself even when you don't feel like doing things. And I'm exhausted and tired, but I refuse to allow myself to not do what I had already told myself I was going to do. So how y'all doing today? Thank you, I appreciate that. Y'all, it's been so crazy cold out here. I had to go out and get some stuff for the nails once I'm done with them. But I had to make sure that I forced myself to come on, because then I give myself a bunch of excuses as to why I'm not going live. And yeah, I'm tired of doing that. So how's everybody doing? Thank you for the love. What y'all getting tonight? I was like, if I did not get myself ready for this, then I was not going to do it. I was going to come up with an excuse as to why I should just go live tomorrow. So I was like, forget it. No, I'm just going to go live and start. What y'all getting into tonight? Thank you for the love. I gotta get these together because this right here is not cute. It's not cute, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I will be going on live way more. I need to get my butt up here. I always have an excuse that I always ran away from being in front of the public eye. Get a little shy and stuff. What? Y'all be saying the craziest things on here. You're crazy. So we're gonna be getting into these nails. I have everything set up. But I just had to make sure that I forced myself to do it because I was looking and I was like, should I or should I just stay in bed and go to sleep? But no. I had promised myself that whenever I feel like doing nails, I would go on live. So I have to keep my integrity and make sure that I keep that promise to myself. So I was like, you know what, instead of me waiting and prolonging, because I'm a real bad procrastinator. Is anybody else like that? I am. And that's something that, like, I told myself that I was going to work on this year, was procrastinating. And even if I have to make myself feel uncomfortable to do it, I'm going to do it. So that's why I'm not ready just yet. But I'm making sure that that's what I'm doing now because I'm tired of being a procrastinator and always having an excuse. It's something that I really just want to make sure that I overcome. You know, some of our biggest challenges aren't even outside of ourselves. It's really us. And the set that I'm going to be doing today is going to be pretty simple. I had already did the other 5. And we'll be going ahead and doing, well, the first 5, and then we'll be doing the other 5 here. But y'all, I've been going through it. I've been going through it. I'm so over life itself. And I have my days where I feel very optimistic. And then I have my days where I just feel over it. So if you feel like that, just know you're not alone. Mind you, I was going to do this after I went on live, but I refused to do that because I already saw myself coming up with an excuse to not press the button and go live. Thick Did I get my tattoo in jail? No. I was not. This was not done in jail. Just to let you know. It's just old. I've had it for probably... No, this one has been on me for a while. I've had it for over 10 years now. And I'm not one of those people that actually like cover it up when I go into the sun, which you're really supposed to do. So it's been fading out. That's why it looks like that. Y'all be wilding out on here. Alright, so let me just clean up everything, guys. I know I had put it for 7:45, but I figured since I was already trying to weasel my way out of it and come up with excuses on not to go live, I just pressed the live button and forced myself to go live. Alright. So on this hand, let me see. Let me put on the light over here. Excuse my mess. These are the tips that I use. Because you can put them right in and then use the other tips for the press on. So we're going to be doing these ones over. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. It's beginner friendly. It's pretty dope. It's actually really easy. And if you love doing your own stuff or you love nail content, I'm trying to go live every other day. So if I have to force myself to do this, that's what I'm going to do. Because that's the only way that I will actually do these things when I'm supposed to do it. Hi! Hi, Aiko 1996. Hi, Antoine D4J. Don't forget to like the live and subscribe. Yeah, I'm really pushing myself to come on here. Get out of my comfort zone. Alright, so So I always measure these out first, and you'll be able to see this on my storefront. I'm gonna put it in the description. If you go to the actual, let me go ahead and put on my mask so we can get started. Actually, you know what? I won't put on the mask until we start the drilling, because that mask, ugh, it's too much. Alright, disregard my nails because I really need to do them, but I know some people, they like to practice with their non-dominant hand, but I have just found it easier to make my own press-ons and use this glue. This glue is heaven sent. Oh my god. So when the store goes up, I'm definitely going to make sure that the glue is on the storefront, because, or at least with the press-ons that we'll be selling, because that glue right there, this was after I had these on since November, and now they actually popped off. That glue is crazy, so. Alright, so I just matched these ones up with the fingers. Make sure they're good to go. And I normally use the number 2 on this one for the thumb. Let's see. And then I do the 5. And whichever tips you get, like, you definitely always want to make sure that you check them, because depending on the shape, it can depend on what size you use. So 5, 5. My the middle one, I like to go with a 4, because my middle one is crooked, but it's also a little fat, so, or a little wider. It sucks that we can't play any music on here, though. That's the only thing that I don't like about the streaming on YouTube. I've been thinking about getting on Twitch too, but it's one thing at a time. I have to take things slowly. Alright, so the poly gel that we're going to be using, I believe the one that I used was, which one did I use for this one? I think I used the Rogue. Yeah, and then I did a darker color on top. So we're just going to be recreating these anyways. And I'm just going to show you how easy these ones. And they look very luxurious. Now these ones were stickers. The stickers that I use for these, the charms that I got were from Shane. And some of the other charms I got from Amazon. Alright, and don't be shy. I'm a very shy person too, and I'm coming out of my comfort zone. So please feel free to comment or ask any questions. This is one of my passions, and I wanted to make it something that I can make money off of. So these ones I got, and they're so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's what it looks like on. These are, yeah. Alright, so now what we're going to do is just go ahead and grab the these are the tips that we're going to be using today. I like to cut these down a little bit as well. And you're supposed to wear gloves, but I'm sorry, I have my nails done and it's easier for me to grab it. We'll grab the fingers without the gloves. I will put on gloves. You should always wear gloves when it's coming to wear poly gel or anything gel. So please do that. I don't want you to see me not doing it and then think that that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna fill this up with the 91%. Now I do have two different solutions. I have slip solution, gelin. I like to use both of them. But the 91, I will say, both of them work pretty good. F around. If y'all haven't seen my my vlogs, I am in recovery, so I do take medicine for my recovery. And I am not ashamed. But one thing I did not do was take my medicine today, so go ahead. Alright, y'all, we're gonna start in just a second. I'm so sorry. I just had to force myself to go on. Because then I was never gonna start. Okay, so let me see if I scooch y'all in a little bit better so y'all can see a little bit more. I'm sorry about her hand being a little ashy. She's still a little ashy. Just don't worry about that. We'll get her together later. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab everything I need. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and figure out the sizes that we're gonna use. So you can use glue, whichever one you like. I like to just put it on with base coat. Make sure she's on there good. Flash cure. Now you pick your poison, whichever one you want to do. I always tell everybody, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Just because you see somebody else doing it one way doesn't mean that you have to do it the same way. Figure out what works for you. Okay, let me see. I think we're gonna go with the 5s. I like the 5s for no. 6. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 6 instead. So I'm using 6 for the pointer. And that's why it's important for you to double check your sizes when you're using these. Because depending on, I've noticed that when different types of tips, you may have a different size that you'll use on that tip. So not every tip is made the same. So like even on this hand, normally she's like a 5 when I do duck nails on the pointer. And she's a 6 with the stilettos. Now I do a flash cure to put on the tips, and then after that I put it for a full cure. Okay, where are we putting? Wait, let me just double check. So 4. Yeah. And normally the pointer and the ring finger is the same size on her. It's going to be another 6. And then let's add the last one. Let's see if the 8 is good. Yeah, she's good with the 8. Welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget to say hi. Like the live, subscribe. Yo, so I was at work, right? And you know how, so you have like 2 different voices when you're at work. I don't know if y'all have 2 different voices, but I have like my work voice, and then I have my like, you know, my regular voice. And so I was talking to a senior, and she had told me, yo, she was like mad rude with me. And she was like, she was like, oh my God, can you please change your voice? And I was like, what the fuck? It's like, how am I fucking supposed to change my voice? I mean, like, I have a professional voice. So she was like, you talk very high pitched. And I was like, that is the first time I have ever heard that in my life. Please tell me if that's true. I would like to get some constructive criticism on that. Because when she had told me I talk, she said, you have a very loud, pitchy voice. I was like, what? Since when? No, she said high-pitched voice. All right, so I'm going to put it in the... I have my... it wasn't going to fit up here, so I have my LED lamp on the floor. And then this is the drill that I'll be using. It's Melody Susie. I just got it because I had recently, I'm going to show y'all the drill that I had before, and I really did dirty. So I had gotten this drill. And I swear by Melody Susie's stuff, right? And I literally just looked at Melody, and that was it. Like, I didn't really look at anything else. Like, I didn't even notice that it didn't even say Melody. So, anyways, this drill does not work. It stopped working. I bought it in August. It got me so tight. So, and it had really good reviews, but stick with Melody Susie. I've had drills from her that, or from that brand that has lasted me 2 years. And I paid like $30 for it. It wasn't even like a whole grip. Wasn't a lot of money. Especially if you're doing your own nails at home. A lot of times we do our nails at home because we're not trying to pay a lot for, you know, $200 for a set that's gonna last for 2 weeks. And the way that these nails are being right now is crazy. Now, some nail techs are really good, but a lot of the nail techs that I've seen, they have like their retention is like a month and a half. So it's worth the $200 when it lasts that long. But for 2 weeks, hell no, I ain't paying that much. And when I first started getting into doing my own nails, it was when the COVID first happened. And then after that, I paid $120 for some basic short nails and just matte top coat. And I was so upset that I had paid that much. So now, before you put on any polygel, you always want to do the uh, base coat. But that's what got me into learning how to do my own nails. And my honey, he didn't believe me. He thought he thought I was just being like vain when I had told him that I needed to get my nails done because I bite my nails really bad. Like, it's real bad. Like, I pick at them and everything. And if I don't have, when I have my nails done, I don't pick at them at all, which is like really weird. Because I've seen people that like bite their nails, they still do it when they have their nails done. But I'm not one of those people. So I just put the base coat on it, and now I'm just putting it into the lamp for 60 seconds. So mochi gel is really good. I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with mochi gel, but right now this girl is on a budget because I want to come out with my own line, and I'm investing our own money into our business. And so right now I went with Goy because I heard it had really good reviews. I saw a lot of nail techs doing it, and they only, I'm not gonna lie, they only went up $2, but but for me that I paid $8 for Goy. So and it's on my storefront. You can actually go straight to my storefront, Astro Fluent Culture. And it's on my other live. My bad. I should have put it in this storefront. I mean, I should have put it in the description, but I'll put it on the next one. Well, I'll put it in later. Alright. So now let's get started. Now, different people do use different techniques. I was going to use the mochi gel robe, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use Pink Nude by Goy. Because I'm pretty sure that they're almost out of stock again. And that's the only thing I don't like about mochi gels, that they have become so big. And that's really good. Like, I'm really happy for them. But at the same time, when you want to order for them, you have to wait 5 to 6 weeks. You have to pre-order from them if you don't get in when they restock. And I understand because they're a small business that's just growing, you know. So let's start with the pinky first. I do the one bead method. And then I go from there. So whatever is not covered in that, then we move forward from there. And I do pat and I slide. I don't do just the patting motion. Let me know if y'all can see good. I don't want my big ass nails in the way. And I saw this one girl, I really BK. She actually does her nails short on her dominant hand and long on her left hand. And ever since I did that, oh my god, I get the best of both worlds. I get to have my clicky clackies. It may look weird to other people, but to me, it's functional. I don't have to go without my clicky clackies. And I also like realized that when you are doing nail content, like you need to get used to having different sets on one hand, on the other. So I had to stop being so rigid about that because I did not like having two different sets on. But now I'm used to it. So, and I actually enjoy wearing one set different. And now I can't even see myself like doing all my nails the same. So most of the time when I do these, I do them like this. I get them ready, and then um when I'm ready to take off these sets, I take these off because the glue comes with the glue remover. So it's a glue kit. It comes with the glue itself. And this glue remover is so crazy. Like, it's so much better. I've had the peel off base coat. I've gotten this one. And I've used so many different. I used the Jello one, but that one right there, that just comes right off. And it doesn't damage the nail, which I found like was happening when I did the other ones. But I watched Long Hair Pretty Nails, and she got that Jello method down. I don't know. Her nails be on point when she takes it off. And I can't get it like that. It doesn't work that easy for me, so I don't know. I guess with more practice, it gets better. Now, I do tap down when I see it's not moving nowhere. But I like to tap and drag. I was very surprised that I heard like the Goy top coat and base coat was really good, but I was surprised when I saw that they came out with their own poly gel, and they had so many good um and it's such a good price. It's $8. It's $7.99 for 60 grams on Amazon. So I got me 5 of them. And they have the option, if you have Amazon Prime, they have the option for you to get it same day. Of course, it's always depending on where you live. Like, I live in Florida, and I live like maybe 20 minutes from one of the where Amazon warehouses are. So I was so happy when I saw that it was like right up the road, because I knew I was going to get it the same day. And the 60 grams, man, you can get at least, if you're doing sets for yourself, I want to say you can get, depending on how long they are, if you do like the XXL, these are 3XL. So I can get at least 6 sets out of a 60-gram tube. So it's worth the money. But I will say, like, for, I do like the consistency with both of mochi gel and the uh goy. Now, some people prefer mochi over goy. I can't really tell the difference. I think they're both really good. They both have really good consistency. So don't do what I just did. You shouldn't touch uncured gel without gloves. Thank you for the likes. And I do cure after each one. So you cure for, I try to do like 60 seconds for each one, and then I do a final cure of 120 to have a full. Let me make sure this is on point so y'all can see it. I don't like how this came out. It came out kind of, but we can always fix that with the filing. So oh, and this, y'all gotta get your hands on this. Let me see. This right here, game changer. Get all that extra poly gel that's stuck in there. You don't waste it. And just like acrylic, when it's depending on the temperature and in your room, you want to make sure if it's cold in your room, it's gonna be a stiffer consistency. With acrylic, it's more, I believe it's more runny. If it's cold, I'm not too sure. I don't really do acrylic. I do more poly gel and builder gel. But yeah, the temperature does affect the poly gel. So if it's cold, you want to make sure that you get the temperature warmer in your room so that it's not so stiff. And I pat it and I drag. Then I just keep repeating the process. I like to look at the sides too when I'm doing it. Just to make sure that the sides are looking good and you got that nice apex. But yeah, my honey thought I was playing when I had told him that he thought I was just like I needed to get my nails done. And I was like, no, you don't understand how bad I will bite my fingernails. And then he saw how bad it got. Like, it got down to the nubs and I was making my fingers bleed. And it's something that I literally do not pay attention to. Like, he would literally pop my hand every time he would see me with my fingers in my mouth biting it. Like I'm a damn little kid. My kids see me do the same thing too. They pop my hand. Stop doing that, mommy. But lately, life has been life, and oh my god. I try to be like really grateful because I know like other people don't have it. They have it worse, but that's never made me feel better that somebody has it worse. Like, feel better. I've never understood that. Like, you need to, like, I get it. Like, you should be more appreciative because somebody else has it worse, but it's never made me feel better. Like, oh yeah, somebody else has it worse than me. Ooh. Not just feel just as bad. Like, shit, if they got it worse than me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm just a weirdo. I just wish life was a lot easier. I feel like things have gotten harder, but there's like no help. Just gotta struggle through it. Just hope you get on the other side of it. And this is what they don't show you the on a lot of the um, nail creators. This is why they say like their sets take like anywhere from 3 to 6 hours. Yeah, because this is what's actually going on. They just go ahead and speed uh, but when you're doing it at home, I hope that you take heed to that and give yourself grace and don't try to do it as fast as you see it being done in the actual that's why I like to watch the nail content. That's why I like to watch certain people do their nails on live, because then you can see how long it actually takes them. There's no speeding up. You're actually watching it happen, you know, during that time. And let me know if y'all doing your nails at the same time. I really want to build up my community so that we could have nail time together. But yeah, one person that I really like to watch her lives is Zule. So she does a lot of her lives on TikTok, but I think she's gonna stop doing her switch over to YouTube because they're constantly putting her live on restriction because of her advertising her store. Now I know this is not an actual poly gel brush, but this is the brush that I like to use. I have a poly gel brush, but this one is just bigger, and I don't know, I'm just used to it. Now I've used like acrylic brushes for polygel. Oh my god, it has damaged the acrylic brush like after like the second or third set, it didn't it wasn't moving the same way. And it was probably the way that I cleaned it, because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to put Klinsky brushes in acetone, and I sure did. Alright, so I think that's good for right now. Okay, I'm gonna put her in there for 60 seconds. Hey, Mimi Poppins. I didn't know you have the right to feel cis human. Thank you. Yeah, for real. Hey sis, what you doing tonight? You getting into anything? Yeah, it'd be frustrating to me sometimes, like when you be going through stuff and people tell you like, remember somebody has it worse than you. Ugh. I've even said it and I wanted to slap myself. Nope, trying to stay warm. Dang, what's the what is it? How much snow right now you got? It's cold over here in Florida, but girl, our cold is not the same. But yeah, so I go ahead and just keep doing the patting and slide. Pat and slide. It's like 19 degrees in Kentucky and the ice won't go anywhere. Everything just keeps freezing back. Oh my god. My son is supposed to go to New York next week. Is it supposed to be like that? I gotta check the weather because I have a bad feeling that he's going to get stuck at the airport. And girl, you already know he's gonna be calling me, asking me for money. That's so crazy that it keeps freezing back. Y'all can't drive out there like that, right? It's like mad dangerous to like drive in the ice. Yeah, check the weather. I don't think we getting more snow or ice. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was having a bad feeling about that. I just kept seeing him sitting at the airport, and I was like, damn, is this going to happen before he tries to leave? Um, or is this when he's try to come back home and then he gets stuck? Because he's going to Long Island. And I was on the phone with my sister, and she was talking about, like, how cold it is over there. But yeah, y'all, lately life has just been life, and I don't know. And I don't know, like, I guess because there was a full moon yesterday, my mood was just weird. I, I fell all over the place. And I'm still building the website. I did go ahead and package 2 sets already. So this is the first set. These are long stiletto. I didn't do these ones on live. And they come with a thank you, the press on. But they're really cute. I don't know. I might just keep these for myself. I don't know. Because I need a new set to put on. And then these were the last live that I did. I packaged them. They're so adorable. But anyways, getting back to life. No, we drive in it because we used to. Kentucky always gets weird weather. Hey, do you guys get tornadoes and shit like that over there too? Make sure. Yep. Oh, damn. Y'all got the alarm for like when the tornadoes come in and shit like that? Yep. What? That's wild. Wait, so do you experience all 4 uh the seasons? Cause that's something that I don't experience. Living in Florida, we get rain and then we get a little bit of winter during this time. But yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to trust the process of like letting God like take control of my life, and that is not easy. So anybody that is on that same path, just know it's not easy. And there's always going to be trials and tribulations that happen during that time. Alright, we're almost done with this one, so we can put it in. But yeah, yesterday I had felt mad weird. I don't know, my mood was all over the place. I know it was a full moon, but I don't know what sign it was in. And you know, like, depending on what sign the uh the full moon is in, that will determine like how you feel, and uh it might feel good to you, or you might feel scatterbrain. You know, I felt like a little bit grouchy, like I felt a little bit aggressive yesterday. And I try to be like, I'm not a happy-go-lucky person. I try to be. Um, I try to take each day at a time. But if y'all know my story, if you haven't watched my vlogs, then you know one of the things that I have dealt with is addiction. And then I'm also a psychic, so and a medium and a healer. There's so many different names for us. Alright. Oh, it was in Leo? Except for the earthquakes and hurricanes. Yeah, we pretty much get anything except earthquakes and hurricanes. Wait, sis, double check that. See if it was in Leo. Oh my god, I felt so aggressive yesterday. What did you feel like? Did you feel any different? And Leo's not really an aggressive sign. Like, they're not ruled by, I believe Leos are not ruled by like Mars or hold on, what is Leo ruled by? I want to double check that. Is the sign Leo ruled by? Leo is the fifth zodiac. It's ruled by the sun. Okay. That's why I feel so fiery, boy. Leo is ruled by the sun. Okay. Me, I always seem to wait. It seems to me I seem to always be on my period when the full moon comes. So it's just a normal attitude for me. I feel you, sis. Ugh. Sometimes I can feel really good depending on what sign it's in. Now, if you got any lumpies or you don't like the way that the shape looks, you can always fix it up with your nail drill and the file. Yeah, because I would figure because it was in Leo, you'd be feeling good. I know when what's it called, when the moon is in my sign, but I'm a double Scorpio, so whenever it's in Scorpio, I feel good. But yesterday I was like, I did not like that feeling. I just felt so like I was staying away from my honey because I was just looking for a reason. Like, say something stupid. Say something stupid. Poor man was just trying to work. So again, I do the one bead method on here, and I just try to get it all done with one bead. That doesn't mean that you need to get it done with one bead. Sometimes it takes more than one bead, but I try to get it done with one bead. And see, for me, when the moon is Scorpio, I'm ready to fight. Yeah, because Scorpio is it's ruled by Mars and Pluto. So, and Mars is like the planet of war. So, and Pluto, I forgot. Pluto is like, it's something similar to that. No, it's like death and transformation, I believe. Something like that. Don't quote me on that. I gotta look it up. But yeah, I be feeling good. Like, I guess because I'm a double Scorpio, it's just, I don't know, I be feeling blissful. Yesterday, I was ready to fight. I was looking for a reason. Girl, and I didn't even tell you. So the other day, I got sick while I was at work. So y'all listen, I got sick while I was at work. This was horrible. So I work from home, and so I'm trying to help. I'm assisting a client, and I started to feel like a little nauseous. And so I was like, where is that coming from? Like, why am I feeling nauseous? And I knew that I hadn't taken my medicine from my treatment center yet. So I was like, let me take a little bit of my medicine. So I was like, let me go ahead and take a little bit of my medicine. And then I took, since I've had problems with my digestive system, so I had some Zofran, which is like anti-nausea medication. So I took that. In the middle of our conversation, I literally start puking. It was horrible. And so I had to hit the mute button, and the lady thought I hung up. And so I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm choking." And I had to play it off like I was choking. And so I was just making it seem like I was like having like a coughing attack or something. Like I just couldn't, like I had just started coughing. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Just hold on 1 second for me. So my honey hears me, and he walks into the room, and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Now, my honey does not ever make a comment on my weight or anything. Okay, whether I lose weight, whether I gain weight, my weight has always been something I have struggled with. It's always been up and down. I've always been a thick girl. I've never been skinny mini. But the lowest I've ever been is 145 pounds. And I'm 5'3". I tell everybody I'm 5'5", but I'm really 5'3". 5'5" with brown eyes, smile like the sunrise. Anyways, so anyways, he comes in and he's like, babe, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, no. And he's like freaking out because I'm like literally like puking my guts out into the garbage. Thank God I had a garbage bag right there next to me because I had to help her. Fingernails and cool. I guess all they ever wanted was a market. Fingernails are pretty. Fingernails are cool. I guess all they ever wanted was a market. Yeah. Hi. What's your address for a nail salon? For your nail salon? What state and town? So I don't have a nail salon. I do nails from home. I'm just a nail enthusiast. But yeah, I'll just be doing nail content on here. Yeah. Now I do have a website that we are going to be selling press-ons and nail supplies, and we're just building that up right now. But when I do nails, I normally just do it like for my friends and stuff like that. That's it. My daughter, when she wants me to do her nails. But I really do it for myself. And now I've been doing it for press-ons. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Because I'll be going on live more often. And y'all be able to see me make the press-ons. And y'all be able to see me just do nail content. This is one of my passions. I just want to be consistent on YouTube. And build up my small business. So but anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, so then he comes in and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm so dramatic. I'm like, I'm dying. No. Help. Oh my God. Oh my God. My stomach was pumping. Now he don't ever make a comment on my weight. Ever. Ever. Not even when I lost weight. When I've gained weight, he don't ever make a comment. Nothing. And so yesterday, or the day before yesterday, when I was sick, and I had literally gotten sick like 45 minutes before I was gonna clock out for work. Which was like so crazy. And so he comes into the room and then he's like, you just can't lose all this weight Now, mind you, I was 220 and I'm 155 right now. So I know that's like a lot of weight to lose. But it's not the first time that I've lost weight like that. So, but I was looking at him sideways like, you better count, you better tread light, you better tread lightly. But it was crazy because he was like, he's like, you just can't lose so much weight so fast, and then it's not going to affect your body. He's like, you have to eat more. And girl, he's been trying to make me fat. I've been noticing that. And like I said, I've always been a thick girl. Like, I've never been anywhere less than 140 pounds. I've always been a thick girl. And I look funny. Like, even at 140, I'm not meant to be that skinny. My face be all sunken in. I'm just not meant to look that skinny. I don't look healthy when I drop lower than 150. $155 is like that was my goal. It was my ideal weight, and I'm right at it. But I know it like he freaked out when he saw me like throwing up and stuff. But I was still looking at him crazy, like, you better not say nothing stupid. But he was like, you can't just live off of protein bars. I'm like, that's not what I eat all the time. That's literally like, if I'm on the go, I don't want to not eat. So I'll grab me a protein bar so that I have something in my stomach. Alright, y'all, we are almost done. We're gonna get to the filing. I'm probably gonna put a coat of builder gel, but I'm gonna file these first and then put the builder gel on top of it. And y'all, I gotta show y'all, I got this whole set. It's on my Amazon front store. You get 24 and they are 14 mLs. And they come in so many pretty colors, different nudes, different pinks, different reds. And I like to mix them up with the poly gel after I'm done filing. If y'all hear the ambulance, I live off of like one of the main streets, like completely at the end of where I live. So I live in closer to Orlando. But okay, so I finished the thumb. We're putting it in. I'm gonna put it in for 60 seconds and then put it in for another 120 so that it gets a full cure. And then let's go ahead and pick out our no, actually I'm not gonna pick them out yet because I need to go ahead and make sure. Let me get my dust collector ready. One of the best things that I had came across was these dust collector filters. But it's the covers for the filter. And it is super dope because then you don't have to use your filter up. You can just put one of these over your filter and then you don't have to constantly put a new filter on. And don't mind my my dust collector. She's from Melody Susie, but I have put her through the ringer. But yeah, so anyways, he was so worried about me. It was really sweet, but I was dead ass looking at him crazy like, you better not say nothing stupid about my weight, because he's never ever said anything about my weight. Like, he never comments on my weight. He just always tells me I'm beautiful and stuff like that, but he's never commented on my weight. So when he said that, boy, halfway dead that I felt, I looked at him and I was giving him the death glare. Like, tread lightly on what you saying, motherfucker. I can't wait for us to get to the design part. That's my favorite part. Let me get the white. Liner gel. Where did I put you at? Oh, right here. Okay. So, yeah, that was pretty crazy though. And then I started feeling better. I needed to really make sure that have something in my stomach, and I needed to take my medicine. Like I was, mm-mm. I was doing too much at that time. Alright, so now we're gonna start shaping. This part right here is where I would rather put on a glove during, because now I'm gonna get dust everywhere all over my nails, and it's annoying to clean off the dust off my nails. But honestly, you should wear the gloves whenever you're dealing with any gel products. Alright, so oops, my bad, y'all. And so she's not going nowhere. Now, one of the girls that I had watched, I Really BK, she does start off with the file. And I did find it useful if I started off with the file too. You do have more control. Oh, actually, you know what? You want to take off the sticky layer. I forgot to do that. Because normally you can have a sticky layer of this one, the Goy. It doesn't feel like there's a sticky layer, but I'm just gonna make sure. And I just use the same 91% isopropyl alcohol. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Whatever. The 91% alcohol. And take off the sticky layer. Because then if not, you're going to be filing for a while. Now, I will always say, figure out the way that is easiest for you. Because I see some people that don't even bring out the file until they are at the end. But I like trying different things, and I watch different nail artists and nail techs, and I'm finding my way. And this for me, y'all, is like therapy. This is my outlet. I want it snatched to the nail guards. But there's been so many like changes and transformations that I feel like I've been going under. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or if it's also spiritual. But I'm just trying to take it one day at a time. One day at a time. And I don't actually have the nail collector, dust collector on. because it makes a lot of noise. So I just have it off. Plus, I ain't gonna lie, on top of that, I have to plug it in because I should have had it charging. But see, these would have been all the excuses that I would have given myself to not go live. And I just want to make sure that I'm consistent on my channel, you know, on the channel. Because I do nails all day long. Like, this is, if I was not on live right now, this is exactly what I would be doing. This is what calms my nerves. It's just an outlet, like, you know, something that I love to do. Fingernails are pretty. Fingernails are cool. I guess all they ever wanted was a market. Yeah, I've always been into, I don't know, what's so crazy is that I was a tomboy. Growing up, I had my older sister with me until I was 6. And then I was raised by my brothers. My mom and my dad, they were working all the time. So I was always with my brothers and my younger sister, but the ones that raised me was really my brothers. Because my mom was always working. It's not like my mom and my dad didn't raise me, but you know what I mean? Like, my brothers were the ones that were, like, always at home. They would take care of me and my little sister and my little brother. Well, my brother is 1 year older than me. I got 3 brothers and 2 sisters. So my older brother, the second oldest, was the one that was always watching us while my mom and my dad were at work. So I didn't get into, like, being real girly. Well, my mom was trying to get me into being, like, girly because when I was 13, so when I was 13, I was, like, full body, like, grown. I had my full body. It did not, it was so crazy. It did not make sense how much my body, like, I had gotten my my menstrual when I was 10 years old. And then at 13, I looked like I was 18. It was crazy. Like, my dad would literally get so upset that I would have older men anytime I would go out with him and he wasn't around. Like, if we went to the store, somebody would be trying to talk to me, and I was like 13 years old. So the bit that I'm using right now is, let me see, which one is this one? This one is 100, no, 240. This is a 240 bit. Now I know most people, they like to use like, you know, like 100 or the 120 bit, but I like this one, the 240. And I would just say practice your application. Like, once you practice your application a lot, you won't have to file as much. And I do have that other bit that literally snatches each side up. And I'm going to take it out as soon as I'm done getting these together. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, so I'm so sorry, I'd be all over the place. But yeah, so when I was like 13, my mom was trying to get me to be like more girly, so she put me in this Puerto Rican, as a Puerto Rican pageant. Oh my God. And I was going up against girls. I was the only 13-year-old. Everybody else was 17 and 18. So, and then from there, I don't know, after I had the experience with the pageant and like doing my hair and like makeup and being like really girly and being in front of a crowd, and I don't know, it was a lot of fun. And then I started getting into like makeup and hair. And then I would always have my nails done. I started getting my nails done at 15. And y'all, I had like the hawk claws, the long nails, like I even have the I have it in my graduation pictures. You see my nails, they're like so long. They're long and God, it's so crazy. They were definitely like at least probably they were probably at least XXL. And yeah, that was in the 90s, okay? And then after that, I just started getting into like a lot of girly things. Um, and what was so crazy was that I never like considered myself like an artist at that time. I just like to play with makeup, and I used to look different. I used to like doing things with my hair different. I would do all different types of makeup styles. The only thing I didn't know how to do was my nails. That I would always have to get done. But back in the 90s, getting your nails done was only $25. You could get a whole full set, and I still remember like a fill was $12. It's so crazy how times have changed. I was watching a video on one of the like nail techs that was like basically responding to people complaining about nail tech prices are ridiculous, and they were saying that, you know, nails are a luxury, and if you can't afford it, just shut up. And I just started cracking up. I was like, girl, shut up. Everybody is entitled to have their own opinion. Don't need to tell anybody to shut up. But it was funny. I guess she got just tired of watching. I don't know if people were complaining about her prices. But she just got fed up of hearing it about people talking about it. And she was like, well, if you can't afford, nails are a luxury. And if you can't afford it, then don't go to a nail tech and don't get your nails done. She went on a rant for a minute. I thought it was pretty funny. Where is my duster? Cause you could tell that she was like really bothered by. Oh, here it is. You could tell that she was like really bothered by everybody complaining about the prices of nails. And I do think that some people like overcharge. Shit, it made me do my own nails at home. It's different when you're asking for a lot of do designs and stuff, like, or just a regular, like it's like they nitpick at every little thing that you ask for, and they make up their own prices in their head. And this has been, I swear to God, I feel like the way that they have been talking about nails is like finally like something that I had always been talking about. Because it never made sense why, even if you went to the nail shop, right, you'd walk in and you would see the price up there and it'd be like $20 for a full set. But by the time I was done, and I didn't even get my toes done, it was $60. It was $10 for this, $5 for this, $5 for this, $5. Oh, this was $5. They keep on going with the $5. By the time it was done, it was $60, between $60 to $75, and that was not even including my toes. So, for any of y'all that are my DIY girlies like me, yep, that's why I switched up. So this right here, this is, I gotta put it on the storefront. This right here will, this will get you snatched, okay? Where are my other ones? I have different sizes, but we're gonna go with the 150 with different strengths. Oh, here we go. So now we're gonna do 120 instead. One thing that I like about this drill as well is that it comes with the foot pedal. I don't really like it, but I don't really like to use it, and I don't need to use it, but I just like that it comes with it. And get you all the way snatched up. You know what? Before we snatch you all the way up, I think I'm gonna do the builder gel. I'm gonna do one coat of builder gel. Let me do. I'm gonna put base coat on it, and then you don't have to put the base coat on it, but I like to put the base coat on it and then put the rubber base on it. I always just do one coat of base gel, and then yes, you definitely want to go ahead and flash, or not flash cure, but cure it before you the rubber base or the builder gel. I don't know, that ring finger is irritating me. I don't know if I'm gonna add another what's it called? Another coat of it. Another poly gel. Bead to it. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the builder gel on it. It's not something that you have to do. This is just something that I like to do. Sometimes I'll go ahead and just put a second bead. Sometimes I'll use hard gel. Sometimes I'll use builder gel. I don't know. It's just whatever I feel like using. And it's always good to flip it upside down after you have put the builder gel on it so that it self levels. But since I'm doing it all at the same time, I'm going to flip it upside down after I put all the builder gel on it. You gotta hook up this ring finger because it's irking my nerves. She needs some thickness right here. That's the one thing that's good about builder gel too, is that you can fix your little mistakes with the builder gel. So if you see like this spot is not perfect, you just add a little bit more of builder gel to that spot. You can always do it with poly gel as well. sometimes whenever I'm done with the poly gel, I'll just be like, okay, I'm done with the poly gel. I'm not messing with you no more. I'm just gonna do straight builder gel. And sometimes I just grab the poly gel and I'll just put it in there. Just depending on whatever mood. I just feel like you should just go with whatever you feel works for you. Find your own way. You know, I think a lot of people do like, you know, there's a lot of nail content creators, and they have to find their own way, and that's what makes them unique, you know? And if you try to do it exactly the way that they were doing it, you may not find success that way. And you may be too hard on yourself, you know? So take it easy and know that you're a beginner and take pride in your work. You know, nails are not easy to learn. It's not an easy craft. But practice makes perfect, so the more you practice, the better you're going to get and the happier you're going to be. Especially if you have a passion for it and you love doing it. Okay, so now is when I'm going to go ahead and just flip it upside down. And then I just want to see any parts that I don't like. See, this is irking me right here. I do not like how it looks like it needs a hole. And then I like to just double check the sides of it, because sometimes with the builder gel it won't get the whole side. So you want to make sure you get the sides as well. I've seen a lot of different nail artists, like they'll use the nail art brushes for the sides. Oh, I don't feel like doing that right now. I'm just gonna use this one. Make sure I get all the sides. I gotta come up with a name for her, for the hand. Okay, so now I'm gonna leave her in there for 120 seconds. Yeah, but I really wanted to just go ahead and get a second job. But I just felt like if I went and got a second job, I was just going to repeat the same cycle that I have been repeating for so long.